Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new stream today. It is the Mexican Grand Prix qualifying and race stream today, and it is a milestone moment as well today, as it's going to be the 99th and the 100th episode of the career mode series, and it is by far the longest career mode series I've done so far ever. So I hope everyone's having a fantastic Thursday afternoon today, as I absolutely got my days wrong, so I apologise to anyone that was a bit confused yesterday in the stream at America, but it was a good race that won yesterday, and a nice way for Jensen Button to win a race, so I'm happy about that on there. So hope everyone's doing okay, and it is the first of 3 videos today for you guys. 2 of them obviously are the career mode, which you can see on your sub feeds, and later tonight is going to be something completely different, but it is still F1 related. It is a classic mod review, which could be a series down the line, so we'll see if that is going to be fun for you guys. It's a 1986 season mod, just out of curiosity, and it could be a career mode series to go on the side of this series as well. But you have to wait until later tonight. It'll be around about 6 o'clock, I think. It's going to be going live tonight, guys. So I hope you guys can go on and watch that, and just comment on that and just say I'm here, that I sent you there on there. Also as well, guys, I have fixed the donation alerts because Nick's one didn't come up last night for some strange reason. So hopefully it's fixed now, and it has come up on the screen saying 20 quid what Nick donated last night, which is good. Also tweaked a few of the alerts, so like, for example, Mad Dog donated £5 to me a couple of days ago, or last week, or a few weeks ago, I can't remember. That would come up with Jensen Button moaning about Harry Anto now. So I've got them all for £5, £10, 15 and 20 quid, off anything more than that. We'll have to wait and see. So on there, just want to say as well, guys, thank you so much for the support on the series as we're coming to the end of season 3. As well, yep, Ayrton Senna, yep, that is true. It's pretty good, Kimmy, for what I'm trying to do. So that's all that matters for us there. But we're going to start in 2 minutes, guys, for the qualifying stream. A heads up as well for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, I am going to try and get a video up for you guys in terms of career mode at I can't remember what track it is now. Brazil tomorrow, if I can. If not, it will actually. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna try and wrap up the series, guys, by Saturday. That's my plan, is to wrap up this season 3 by 2 days' time. Because what I've got, my plan is to do this today, tomorrow Brazil, before the Formula Renault AOR Championship race which you can guys come out and watch, and then Saturday will be the finale in Abu Dhabi, and then in the evening is going to be the race with the subs, and then the Sunday is going to be the AOR live stream. So if you guys like that, then let me know in the comments. And as we're just trying to get some more people in there, but please make sure, guys, to like the stream.
There's a giant lizard on the track.
It works.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Out of turn 3.
It works. Someone's donated. It works. Thank you very much, whoever that is. I will try and find out who that is for you guys who sent me that. But at least it works. The Reese Benjamin sent me £10. Nice one, Reese. That's one of them, guys. The giant lizard on the track, Max Verstappen style. It's one of my favourites. So thank you, Reese. I do appreciate that, mate. But we're going to start the episode off now, guys. I just want to see the lizard. There's a giant lizard on the track, Reese. What I was going to try and do with that one is basically stop it when it goes, there's a giant lizard on the track. Stop it there, and then it says the person's name. Benji2... patience, mate. I'm just going to say it. Wasn't working for ages. I'm just going to say this. People just don't have patience. if I hurry, I will forget something. That's the main thing. But thank you anyway, Reece. I do appreciate it. I know you got to go out and see your friends, so you're someone you mentioned in the chat, but I understand. Right, we're going to start off now, guys. As always, in the description below is a link to the race stream if you want to head over there and just get it tabbed for the 100th episode. But for this one, guys, all I want you guys to do is smash the like button, as we're going to go for 50 likes as always for qualifying. It is early. I do apologise if it's an hour early than usual, but I am out after about 4:30, so I need to get this done as soon as possible. But without further ado, let's begin, guys, this race for the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's do it. I was about to start and then someone else has donated. Thank you so much, £5 donation, that one. So I had a good Christmas, Rock Dodger. Thank you very much. Mad Dog, I think it's Mad Dog again with the £5 donation. Thank you. He got the Rio Harriento one, so 2 of them. I've got it done. So a bit annoying that popped up there. So Mad Dog, you little. So, okay, we're going to try this again. Hopefully no one donates during my intro. So, without further ado, let's begin, guys. Hello everybody and welcome back to the F1 2016 live career mode being streamed right now on YouTube. We are here for episode number 99 of Season 3. We're here for the Mexican Grand Prix. 3 races to go, guys, to the end of Season 3. It has been a long way to where we are now, and we are near the end, and we're going to see how we get on. We're here for qualifying, for the qualifying stream. It's a bit earlier than usual. I do apologise if you're watching this live, but I am out this afternoon for business purposes. But anyway, we're here for qualifying, and in the last episode, guys, at United States of America, we had a bit of a crack qualifying, but to be fair, we went through all the way to 2nd place in the race. It was a great drive, with Jenson Button being the surprise winner in the last episode on there, but it meant the gap has been extended only by a little bit to 8 points, with 3 races to go between me and Max Verstappen. It is now a 2-horse race for that championship, as Carlos Sainz and Vettel mathematically cannot win the championship, unfortunately. And then the constructors, quickly, we wrapped it up a few races to go, and we've got a nice 225 point gap at the top of the board, but it's going to be close between Toro Rosso and Ferrari. So I want you guys in the chat to let me know who you think is going to win between those 2 teams there of Toro Rosso and Ferrari and get that 2nd place. It's going to be close, but wait and see. But before we go on track, guys, as always, we'll have Emma who's going to give us our expectations for qualifying, so let's hear them straight away.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
So we've got to qualify 3rd or higher, beat our rival Carlos Sainz, and obviously beat our teammate Max Verstappen in this one. But as always, guys, make sure to like the video if you want to see more of this career mode as we go into Season 4, and subscribe if you want daily content on this channel as well. But without further ado, guys, let's go to the track for qualifying for the Mexican Grand Prix. Can we get a pole position and extend our lead in the championship even further in the race? But without further ado, let's go, guys. It's qualifying.
Welcome to qualifying here in Mexico, where the cars will be going out on track very shortly and battling it out to secure pole for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
So here we go, lads, it's quali time.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
As Jeff, once again, being nice to us, so I'm being nice to him today on there. So today's episode, guys, is going to be a little bit different because you guys know I like to qualify on the softs during Q2. We're going to actually start on the softs in Q1 this time. only because I thought about the Japan race and it just was boring, doing long stints and showing off a glitch. So I don't want to be using any advantage with the tyre wear glitch. So we will start every single race from now on the super soft tyre. And some of you will be like, oh, you should be doing the glitch, but I don't like using glitches anymore. So here's a setup, guys, anyway, for qualifying that I'm going to be doing for the race as well. You can use it if you want for your own career modes, your online, or your league racing as well. And always get that down to 5 kilograms of fuel. The race weather looks interesting. As we can see, it's going to be a bit cloudy to start off with, as you can see, for qualifying, which is fine. But in the race, it's bone dry, so we're going to be sticking with that dry setup on your screen that you saw a few minutes ago. If you guys want to predict where I think I'll be finishing in qualifying if you're watching this live, then let me know in the chat right now. And if your position is correct, then I'll be giving you a shout out at the end of the stream. And in the description below, guys, is a link to the race stream, which will happen straight after this qualifying session. Either we get knocked out of Q1 or Q2, or we get into Q3, basically. So we'll see how we get on with this one, as we're going to be going now onto the track at Mexico, a track that I'm not particularly quick at, but we've had a classic race here last season, winning it just from Nico Rosberg with 80-odd% tyre wear, thinking that we would get a puncher in the race, but we never did. So, and season 1, I had the controversial contact with Bottas as well. So, as we're going to be in our third to last race then, with Red Bulls, we're going to be leaving the team next season. More on the details as we go along with this career mode season. As we're going to be coming down the straight then towards turn 1. Hopefully we can get into Q2 comfortably on the softs, but you never know. Just running a little bit wide in 1, but just want to try and snatch a good time here and see how we get on with this one. Very unique track, this one, as well. And we're only 3 temps down in the first sector, which is quite good, even though we made a mistake. So I'm wondering if the pace of the AI to start off with is slow, but obviously you guys know that you can be quick in Q1 rapidly, as we've been knocked out of Q1 quite frequently this season, that I would have liked. But they should be quick in this sector, with the tight and twisty section, which obviously the softs aren't going to be good compared to the super softs, but we'll wait and see. And as you can see, we lost a bit more time there, 1.4 seconds off the pace. We run a little bit wide than I would have liked as we go into this very beautiful section, I've got to say, with the whole crowd in the baseball stadium. I like to call it the baseball section. As we're going to come out of the last corner, and we're going to come to the final corner. A bit of oversteer, but we're going to come across the line with a 120.9. Which is not that quick, if I'm honest. 2 seconds off the pace, but it's something, I guess. So you can see we're already off the pace, which is definitely not what I wanted to do on the softs. So I think we'll scrap the softs for this one, unfortunately. As we're going to continue on our merry ways right now, as we're going to have to jump onto the soft stuff, super softs, I think, just to get into Q1. And then obviously qualify on the set of the super softs in Q2. On this. So we're currently 13th fastest, not the best of laps, but Jenson Button and Alonso look pretty quick at McLaren. Sainz is the current fastest guy on the track at the minute there, as you can see. Not too bad really. We haven't got Hamilton, Bottas and all them not out yet, but I think we'll be in the drop zone or we'll be last at all. So we just got to get in at the minute. We're one of the slowest actually on the soft tyre, me and Massa, as you can see. Also Bottas in just about. But we're going to go back out then on the set of super softs and see how we get on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get into Q2, because I don't really want to end Q1 off this early in the session. But Button's the fastest man at the minute, showing McLaren have got some big pace going into next season. Could be contenders for season 4, but we'll wait and see what develops and transpires. We're going to come up the final corner and start our first lap right now. As we forgot to put the DRS on there, so it's a bit of a flop for me, but hopefully we can get in to Q2 as we're going to be setting our first lap. Just braking a little bit earlier than I would have liked, but we've gained some time back. Nearly half a second as we've got a teammate here. Max Verstappen ahead of us as we lose the back end there. Try and get up to him quite quickly so we can get some slipstream. But we are the fastest man on track at the minute in the first sector, but the AI have been quick as we go very wide in this middle part of the track. So obviously, as Max is only in P8, so Red Bull don't look pretty strong around here. So they are obviously going to be a massive disadvantage on the straights, but the middle part of the track is where we can gain a little bit of time back. As we've lost 2 tenths there to Jensen in the middle sector. Again, running a little bit wide. Just taking it nice and smooth into the final 2 corners we go.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session.
And we're going to come across the line. It's going to be a 1:19.4, which only puts us 10th fastest, which is very surprising to see the pace. So we're losing all the time in the final sector, so we've got a lot of work to do, and I think we'll be safe. So we're going to retire from the session and go through if we can on there. And we do indeed get through in 10th place, so not a bad start on there. So Jensen Button did finish fastest on an 18.6 with Kvyat on an 18.7, so very close at the front there between the 2 Toro Rossos and the 2 McLarens taking the top 4 spots. The 2 Ferraris in 5th and 6th, Grosjean the surprise in 7th, Verstappen only a few tenths ahead of us, so don't expect me on pole, guys, if I'm honest, on there. But we'll see who's out of Q1 then. We've got the Lord and Saviour himself, Haryanto's out, with his teammate Pascal Wehrlein. The 2 Saubers and the 2 Force Indias all out of Q1, as Bottas and Massa just got through on the softs there as well. So very close actually at the bottom of the field just to get out from 15th downwards is pretty close, I have to say. So what's more important is we are through, and we will head now to Q2 and hopefully get through comfortably into Q3, but we'll wait and see. But we're going to go on to a set of used Super Softs to start off this session, and then we're going to go to the fresh sets here that are currently reserved for us. So we're going to jump back on these and just try and get a banker lap in, and then just work it from there as well. So nearly 100 people watching this, which is fantastic considering that we're starting an hour earlier than usual than I would have liked. But this is going to be the normal time frame, guys. 3 till 5 PM UK time is going to be probably the ideal time frame for me to stream without any clashes with other YouTubers, as we don't want that. Next week's I'm trying to get this series done by the end of this week, because next week is going to be a bit of a kerfuffle for me, because I'm away I'm quite busy next week basically. One of them reasons is I'm going to the Autosport International event in Birmingham on Saturday and Sunday, maybe Friday as well, but we'll wait and see. So there's 3 days gone that I can't stream, and Buttons come out right in front of us here, which is not what I needed to start off a lap. So obviously remember, it is only a banker lap, so Button finally lets me through. So we're just going to drop it to lean just to slow us down, not use DRS because it is a used set, as Palmer is the fastest man on track. Don't think he's going to get into Q3 with that time. So we'll go round the hairpin, and you can see, I think that's a Mercedes behind us now. Gutierrez now on his home patch sets the fastest time of the session now, beats Palmer's time. But remember, we won't be pushing as hard as we would like to, because we're saving, we're just doing banker laps. But even on a banker lap, we're still maintaining the pace to Gutierrez, which is quite a surprise, even on lean mix. So it shows you the Haas isn't good, as Raikkonen sets a very good 1:19 flat, smashing the time of Gutierrez there. So we're going to come up the final corner then. It won't be the fastest time, but it's going to be in the 120s, I think. It's a 120.7. So we're just going to pull to the side, as I think the Mercedes is on a lap here. So win P6, which isn't too bad. As we'll see how we get on there. But remember, guys, the race stream is in the description if you want to go and get that ready for the race coming up straight after this qualifying session. And later this evening, guys, as well, if you're watching this back and now, I have another video going live at 6 PM, which is a classic content video, which is from the 1986 mod, which has been released a few days ago, which I'm trying out, and it could be a potential career mode, potentially. So we'll wait and see what you guys think to the mod and whatever on there. So we are going to go back out again, guys. Do not worry. I'm outside the top 10, but we were just cruising. Hamilton's on the set of soft tyres, I can see on there, as Kvyat is the fastest man at the minute with an 18.4. So I'm thinking Pole's going to be in the 17s potentially on there, as I've seen quite a few guys on the Xbox side quite quickly, because the consoles are quicker than the PC version, which is kind of weird. So we're going to jump straight now into our actual proper lap now, as I want to try and get some clean traffic, some clean air, because at the end it's going to be chaotic. So that's why I'm going out right now to set a lap time, as it's very quiet at the minute on the circuit. So that's why I'm out, because it's just going to be too much, especially in the middle sector like we saw with Jensen. I don't want to have that situation again, so that's why we're out now and saying our only lap of the session. So hopefully we can get in on this fresh set of tyres, but we'll wait and see as we will carry on down the straight. Then nearly a 10th up already. I brake well too early for turn 1 there, well early than I would have liked. But we can see we're already back in the green, so I need to think about the braking zones for Q3 if we get in. Lot to think about. You can see we're only a 10th down in the first sector, so even with that little mistake, and again we go wide. Not what I wanted to do there, so puts the pressure back on us again.
Max is currently in P5.
And Max is P5, so Verstappen's doing a good job for Red Bull there, so just showing the car has got pace, even with the disadvantage that we have got. I had to lift through there just to get through there, as we're losing a 10.5 there, but we're only half a second down. But this is where we lose all our time in the last sector, so we've got to find a way of getting our pace up there. Just taking too much speed into the entry there of the corner as we come into the final corner. So we're already a second up on our time. It's going to be a 1:19.4, which only puts us just in 9th place. So we may have to go back out again, which I don't really want to do, but we may have to, on a set of used Super Softs. But I feel this isn't going to be a good time there. As Panos has subscribed, thank you very much. Did I not use DRS? I'm pretty sure I did use DRS at Ryan Corner Cup. If it makes any sense, I kind of lost time, so... And you can't blame me if I cut, then why isn't the game giving me a corner cut? So all these little things that need adjusting in the game. But look at that, we're already a second off the pace. And we're nowhere near the pace of Kvyat, so... We may have to go out again, but it's pretty close at the minute for pace. So we have to go straight back out. Hopefully we have enough time to get out. I'm pretty sure we will, because we've got 3 minutes or so to get around the track. It's a short lap as well. We do have another lap in our hands, but we've got to go out anyway, just in case. So we'll all have to pit early in the race, which isn't what I wanted to do, but so we just try and get that turn 1 right. We can gain a couple more attempts and comfortably get into Q3, but we'll wait and see, as we'll start that final lap right now and see how we get on. And if Bottas or Co behind me don't set a time or go quicker, then we should be fine. Can't go out on softs, so I've already used them, but we'll see how we get on anyway. So you can see there, 3 attempts gained in one corner. Just shows you that going a little bit later in the corners is going to help. So we're already 2.5 attempts up in the first sector, which is definitely encouraging. And we are up by a 10th on Kvyat's time in the first sector. So let's try and get around this corner fine, which we have done for the first time all session. We've got that one particular corner right. So we're going to be going into this last part of the lap then in a bit of confidence, but we run a little bit wide than I would have liked, losing a lot of the time there. surprised still not getting anything there, but we've gone purple, green in the middle sector, but 3 temps only down on Kvyat in the middle sector. So we get that corner spot on there. Going into the last couple of corners, then we're up by half a second, which is very encouraging. Are we going to get into Q3? It's going to be pretty close, but I think we should be safe on an 18. Let's have a look. And we do, we're P5, so we're into Q3, guys. Absolutely good. And we got through there, just about there, so it was a good thing we did, actually, because we probably would have been 10th, I think, and it was the only option we had to take. But we're only 4 temps off pole then, as Kvyat sets the fastest time in Q2, with Sainz second, Alonso third, Button just scraping through, who was fastest in Q1, so very interesting qualifying session this one, a mixed range of people up and down the field on there, but we're going to go into Q3 then, in a confident mood potentially, but I'm hoping P5 will be enough on there, so we're going to go out on a set of some old tyres, or we may just do a 1 lap. I think we'll just do 1 lap. We'll do 1 laps. I should not abuse the tyre wear glitch. Exactly. Suzuka kind of made me think it's not fair, really, and makes my races quite easy. So we'll just skip a little bit of this. We're going to do 1 flying lap in this session. So currently, it's Fernando Alonso on pole position with Verstappen in second. We're only going to do 1 lap, remember, guys. So we're going to leave it right to the end of the session to get a time on the board. And we will do that right now and see how we get on with this now. As we've got a back marker here, so hopefully he won't hold us up here. As we've got 1 minute and 47 seconds to set a time. We could go again, actually, if we wanted to, because I think we may have time to do another lap, but we'll wait and see when we cross the line in case we have to go again. So we'll find out. We may as well, considering we have got time on our hands. And we do indeed, and we may get some slipstream here from Rosberg, which would be quite handy for us. But here we go, it's our first lap, and probably our only lap of the session, but we'll wait and see. As we're using that top speed there. We've got someone behind us as well. We've got Carlos Sainz as well, using us as draft, which I didn't really want, so I could help Sainz here get pole. We'll wait and see. Rosberg's going to be probably the joker in all of this, but we'll wait and see as we'll get a little bit of slipstream from him as we're going to come in to the middle sector. And are we up? We are indeed up in the first sector by half a second, so that slipstream has helped us nicely, but Rosberg's going to be the one who's going to cost us here of a pole position unless he gets an arse moving here. But I don't think he's going to let us through. He's not. So we just got to hold station really until we find a way to pass him, which he finally lets us through, so that will have cost us some time to Fernando Alonso, but we'll see how we go on as he's going to get a bit of slipstream. Is he going to overtake us actually? We're still half a second up on Fernando Alonso right now, so it's going to be very close, this is, between me and Alonso and the rest of the pack. Don't count Sainz out as well. He had slipstream on us, so it's going to be pretty close between the whole field. As we're going to come across the line, we're going to get another lap under our belts in case we're not first. And we're just off pole by 2/100ths of a second. Very close that is, but it's our fastest lap of the session. We have 1 more chance of pole here. So we'll wait and see if we're going to get that. As we'll just have to be so aggressive, but not take risks. As we're only, well, we're only a half attempt down now in the first sector. But remember, we have got that advantage that we need to gain back from being behind Rosberg in this second sector, so it could be still close. But we'll wait and see, but we're still going to continue on. Right, there's we're losing time now, but hopefully we're not going to lose time at this corner. As you can see, gaining some time back on from Rosberg's hold up there, but still 2 attempts down. No, I think that's it for us. Too wide, and we are going to abandon the lap. It's going to be... Oh, we stood up actually, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough at the minute as we're 2 attempts down. The AI are quite quick in the final sector. But it's going to be second place on the grid. It's a front row start for us. Fernando Alonso gets his first pole of the season actually. As we will come into the pits, then we go and end our session on the front row of the grid And most importantly, we're ahead of our teammate Max Verstappen as well, which is definitely important, as they are so OP in the last sector. It's just terrible how they're quick in that final sector. But it's going to be second place for us, guys. That is definitely what I wanted, and surprising as well, considering the pace that we had in Q1, nearly being knocked out on there. So it's a shame, but we'll have to just take it on the chin and just go with what we have there. So second on the grid is fantastic on there, and should be quite an interesting race, this one. And I haven't bottled it because it isn't a bottle, because I was 2 attempts down on my PB, so just pushed it too much in the sector 2 there. So we're going to end the session second fastest, so I'll take it on the chin anyway, as we've got 50 seconds. So I'm just going to skip this, as people are still on their laps.
Grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Alonso, a Red Bull, and Max Verstappen. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And
so here's,
until then, it's goodbye.
Went a bit early there. So here's the grid then for the Mexican Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso gets his first pole for McLaren. Honda with an 18.3, just 2 100ths ahead of myself in P2, with Max Verstappen 700ths back from me. Jenson Button in 4th, and Carlos Sainz in P5, with the top 5 covered by just under 2 tenths. Is absolutely close, I have to say. Raikkonen's in P6, Kvyat P7, Sebastian Vettel in P8, Rosberg 9th, and the banana car of Kevin Magnussen lined up in 10th place there. So it's going to be a very intriguing race. All of the top 10 are going to be on the super soft tyre as well. We will unfortunately have to, you know, come in a bit earlier than the rest of the pack. Obviously doing 2 laps in Q2 on our race tyre, which is a bit unfortunate. So we'll take it on the chin and just go with what we have really on there. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. But make sure in the description below, guys, you click on the link, as the race will be happening in 5 minutes time. So make sure, guys, to go over to the race stream right now. The mods will be spamming it in the chat for me, and that is very kind of them on there. So we're going to get some resource points. Not going to make any odds for us, because we will be leaving Red Bull next season. Well, for Season 4 we'll be leaving, but the rivalry at the minute is going to be a bit tasty right now. As you can see, it's 15 plays 13 right now between me and Carlos Sainz. So a lot can change throughout this season, and we're still in the purple, which is obviously fantastic right there. So I'm going to end the episode there, guys. So thank you very much for watching the qualifying stream. I'll see you guys, if you're watching this live, in 5 minutes for the race stream. And make sure to snap a like, guys, and subscribe if you want more content on the channel of F1 2016 and other game modes as well. But until next time, guys, have a fantastic day, and I shall see you guys for the race for episode number 100 of the series. Until then, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, it's goodbye from me. Take care.